I am a Coast Guardsman. I serve the people of the United States. I will protect them. I will defend them. I will save them. I am their shield. For them, I am Semper Paratus. I live the Coast Guard core values. I am proud to be a Coast Guardsman. We are the United States Coast Guard.
Hi, and welcome back to the official Coast Guard Knowledge Prep YouTube channel. It's me, Recruit Rob, and today we'll be locking in on mastering the NATO phonetic alphabet, which you'll need to have memorized and be thoroughly proficient in by the end of basic training. As I always preach, Coast Guard boot camp is already difficult enough as it is, with most recruits being held back or completely washed out by the end of their initial 8 weeks. While almost nobody is ever sent home over not memorizing their NATO phonetic alphabet, here's what I have actually seen happen when I was there at Cape May. The discharge holding element, DHE, fills up with former recruits queuing up to go home, sometimes for good. Some of them are for medical reasons, a few may be for disciplinary reasons, but the majority I met were due to failure to adapt. What does this mean? It means that Coast Guard boot camp is already so, scary, that recruits find themselves snowballing into an endless cycle of increasing stress, failure, getting yelled at, getting physically punished through PT, self-punishment for failing, and further failure. Put this on repeat and you get endless batches of recruits begging to go home. But why is that? Half the battle, and I truly believe this, is about 50% of your labor is not knowing standard material you're actually expected to know before going into boot camp. Some recruiters may not tell you this. Some recruiters may not even give you enough time to study and memorize before you ship out. But here, you know better. Memorize the NATO phonetic alphabet forwards and backwards, A through Z, or, Alpha through Zulu, and you will have just one less thing working against you at basic training. And come on, your whole purpose in joining the military was passing boot camp. Am I right? Or am I right? Again, I cannot emphasize how much more successful you will be if you just commit yourself to memorizing this globally standard alphabet system today. But let's first understand how the NATO phonetic alphabet was created. It basically went through 4 separate iterations over 4 time periods, and understanding them can better help you realize the context of importance over your ability to memorize the NATO phonetic alphabet yourself. 1. The pre-World War II era. 2. The World War II era. 3. The near post-World War II era. And 4. The modern NATO alliance era. Let's break it down. First of all, the pre-World War II era spanned the 1870s through the 1930s and witnessed an emerging yet fragmented alphabet system. Early telecoms companies tried to train their employees on different spelling alphabets to overcome static and poor lines communications. The emerging age of aviation also required spelling clarity conventions whilst flying through the air, communicating to the tower and other aeroplanes. There was no universal standard at this time, and language barriers led to frequent miscommunication. Then comes World War II. During this time, the Allies needed a consistent spelling alphabet system to communicate efficiently with each other and fast. This led to the innovation of the Combined Services alphabet, which started with Abel, Baker, Charlie, etc. 4 of these letters would survive into the NATO phonetic alphabet we still use today: Charlie, Mike, Victor, and X-ray. But many foreign language speakers, such as the Spanish, could not readily recognize the pronunciations of many other Abel-Baker words, such as George, How, and Jig. This leads us to the pivotal point of the NATO phonetic alphabet history. You see, civilians around the world needed their own global standardization organization too, with the age of aircraft continuing to soar, no pun intended, which led to the formation of the International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICAO, to be formed in 1947. Since 52 nations were involved, their many languages still found the Abel-Baker alphabet too confusing for global use. So, by 1956, Quebec-based ICAO linguists had put together the most scientifically tested spelling alphabet system in the history of the world, and it's still used today. Finally, and this is where it all comes to a head for your Coast Guard boot camp training. You see, once the ICAO implemented their standard phonetic alphabet system, the newly formed NATO alliance went ahead and started implementation itself, and it worked. It has worked ever since. So, when it comes to memorizing the NATO phonetic alphabet words with precision, it helps me to bear in mind the historical framing that led up to it, as you will see. Real quick, I've partnered with a luxury waterproof watch brand that I feel fits perfectly with what we're trying to do here. I'll tell you what, once you struggle through with us here and we pass boot camp together, let's reward ourselves with a nice timepiece to celebrate the occasion. I'll keep my own link for it here in the description and pinned comment below. A portion of the proceeds will go to help fund this channel and keep this service live for other courageous contenders for the United States Coast Guard. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Here are the current NATO phonetic alphabet letters in sequential order. A is for Alpha. B is for Bravo. C is for Charlie. D is for Delta. E is for Echo. F is for Foxtrot. G is for Golf. H is for Hotel. I is for India. J is for Juliet. K is for Kilo. L is for Lima. M is for Mike. N is for November. O is for Oscar. P is for Papa. Q is for Quebec. R is for Romeo. S is for Sierra. T is for Tango. U is for Uniform. V is for Victor. W is for Whiskey. X is for X-ray. Y is for Yankee. And Z is for Zulu. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-ray, Yankee, Zulu. When I was in basic training a few years ago, I remember the company commanders saying something like, "Recruit Jacobson, how do you spell your last name?" To which the recruit would respond, "Petty Officer Miller, I say Juliet, Alpha, Charlie, Oscar, Bravo, Sierra, Oscar, November, Petty Officer Miller." Something like that. Now, it's likely some details of recruit comms can change over time, but you get the idea of it. Basically, you'll be expected to spell anything using the NATO phonetic alphabet, especially your last name. So be proficient with it now, and you'll be ready in case you're randomly called on to spell literally anything. So, let's review. You think you're up to the challenge? Question 1 of 20. There are only 2 letters in the NATO phonetic alphabet that use Greek letters. What are they? Question 2 of 20. There are 2 letters in the NATO phonetic alphabet that reference 2 famous Shakespearean lovers. What or who are they? Question 3 of 20. This Marvel Comics villain is a doppelganger of the Human Torch, but instead of emitting flames, he emits radiation. His name is found on the high energy end of the electromagnetic spectrum, right in between ultraviolet and gamma rays. What NATO phonetic alphabet word matches this description? Question 4 of 20. Let's travel the world. 4 NATO phonetic alphabet words describe foreign places or peoples. In order of appearance of this alphabet, the first is a country, the second is a country's capital city, the third is a country's province, and the fourth was a country or kingdom whose people still live there today. Can you guess all 4? Question 5 of 20. 5 NATO phonetic alphabet words are common first names typically given to boys. Can you recall all 5? Hint, we already covered one of them in question 2. Question 6 of 20. This NATO phonetic alphabet word is Italian for brave, often used to praise an individual for a job well done. Once upon a time, it was shouted in theaters for outstanding performances. It also used to be Italian slang for a bodyguard or henchman. What is it? Question 7 of 20. This Scottish sport is a favorite of business professionals worldwide. It does not require cardio, and you get to discuss business deals under the guise of being in the great outdoors. The more points you earn, the more you lose. And you always want to bring up your business propositions somewhere around the middle, say 8th or 9th holes of the game. This sport is also a NATO phonetic alphabet word, and the good thing is you don't have to play to know what it is. Guess. Question 8 of 20. 3 NATO phonetic alphabet words used to describe dance styles. One of them was polka before it was changed in 1952. What are the other 2 dance styles still used in the NATO phonetic alphabet today? Question 9 of 20. We covered 2 Greek letters already, but one NATO phonetic alphabet word is based on the nymph from Greek myth who was cursed to only repeat the words of others, and they say you can still hear her when you call out into the woods or caves today. What's her name? Question 10 of 20. In 1952, the IKO changed their phonetic alphabet P word, polka, for inexplicable reasons. This new P word is still used today by both IKO and NATO. What is it? Question 11 of 20. This NATO phonetic alphabet word is slang for northern US citizens. It's also used by some foreigners as slang for all Americans. What is it? Question 12 of 20. This NATO phonetic alphabet N-word used to be nectar until the British asked it to be changed because it sounded too much like Victor. What did they change it to? It's the same N-word used in the NATO phonetic alphabet today. Question 13 of 20. This NATO phonetic alphabet word has 2 T's placed at the end. This is to help keep the French from mispronouncing the ending as A, as in fish fillet, and to help ensure all alliance members correctly pronounce the T at the end of this word. What is it? Pi r squared. Pi is the Greek letter for P. Ancient Greek had another P sound, phi, that was slightly aspirated and became an F sound over the centuries. An IKO linguist added a Greek word to the phonetic alphabet containing this Greek spelling for F, but changed the spelling to avoid confusion for non-Greek language speakers. It's still used in the NATO phonetic alphabet today. What word is it? Question 15 of 20. I personally remember this NATO phonetic alphabet word from the lemon lime soda. PepsiCo discontinued it in 2023. Good brand marketing though. It may have been more well known than the Californian mountains it was named after. It's also a popular girl's name. What is it? Question 16 of 20. Blank California is a well-known song about a man who checks in for the night, then finds out he can never leave. There is also an adult animated series about a rehabilitation center in hell for has-beens. These 2 clues should help you guess this NATO phonetic alphabet word. Question 17 of 20. I prefer not to drink alcohol, but many people do. There was some controversy about including this one NATO phonetic alphabet word back in the 1950s, yet it remains today. It is a type of liquor, and bourbon and scotch are 2 types of it. What is it? Question 18 of 20. At Coast Guard Boot Camp, we had primarily 3 kinds of dress wear: ODUs, service dress blues, and PT clothes. It is important to pay careful attention to what the company commanders instruct you to wear at any given moment, so we all look the same, a single form. What NATO phonetic alphabet word am I describing? Question 19 of 20. Even though the US typically uses its own measurement system, there are few exceptions. This NATO phonetic alphabet word reflects a metric unit of measure prefix that means 1,000 of something. What is it? Question 20 of 20. What memorization tricks can you think of to help you memorize any part of this global alphabet system? There is no wrong answer. The only wrong decision is to not attempt to memorize them at all. Drop all your answers in the comments below.